Welcome to Daikaiju Network, where we have a healthy obsession with kaiju. I'm your co-host Kent, and with me is your other co-host.
Jason, how's it going, everyone?
So this week we are going to start a slightly different way of doing things. Instead of doing 5 Kamen Rider episodes at a time, we're going to do 4 because 5 is just too much for us to handle. A quick word as well before we continue. My phone may have a notification deal come up or may even potentially ring during the course of this podcast. If so, I will try to remember to mute myself because there are some things that have come up in terms of like grocery shopping with us that typically goes through my wife's account. We had issues with her account, so it's got to go through mine, which henceforth means at least this time everything's going to go through my phone number and all that. So I apologize in advance should anything like that come up, which it probably will. So, word of warning. So, we're doing 4 episodes of Kamen Rider today, and then we're gonna call it good until next week. So, before
Yep.
we continue, Jason, you want to start us off?
Yeah, if you see a subscribe button down below or above wherever you're watching us from, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as smash the like button. And you can find Daikaiju Network everywhere in one place, right there on your screen at linktree/GoGo Kaiju Show, our new URL for our new brand that's going to be coming soon. And you can find video episodes on the following video platforms such as YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and as well as X/Twitter. And you can find audio versions of our episodes at the following audio platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, as well as Podbean. And you can find both video and audio versions of our episodes right on our own website right there at daikaijunetwork.com.
All right. So, are we ready, Jason, to get going here?
Yeah, give me 1 second to get into episode 32 at the 0 mark.
Yeah, me too here. Because I had to redo. Anyone who joined
There we
us
go.
last week knows that we had quite the time with it. So
Well, for me, but
well,
at least this time I got the one of the hot pads underneath the DVD player.
and I had individual episodes that were like skipping and stuff, and then I ended up with the help of Michael Caine. Don't ask. Getting my own alternative disc set up here for Kamen Riders. So Jason, at some point during this episode, is going to have to change discs. I actually will be totally done with this after today. So hopefully disc 6 when we start it next week.
Were you flipping me off there?
No. Hopefully disc 6 goes better than disc 5. I think it was just disc 5 that I had. Oh no, I had an issue with disc 4 as well with one of the episodes. So all right. So for those of you who have not joined us on a commentary before, I count down from 3. I go 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, you hit play, select, or whatever the button is that starts up the video on your own particular device. So Jason, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. By the way, it's episode 32 we're starting on.
Yep. And I'm going to be putting on the shot here. Yay, more green subtitles.
Mine are white now.
Yours always kind of switches back and forth once in a while.
Well, we'll see now after I had to redo everything.
But for me, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if one of the episodes here kind of has that weird, wonky video picture aspect. Because, like I said earlier, that once one of them was giving me the fisheye ball effect, and then one was going at a weird angle and all that.
It gave you the stink eye.
Yep, the shit eye.
There we go. See,
And eating flower.
it's the dandelion thing,
Oh,
the dokudalion.
you know that old gal, the way that she has her kind of the little scarf on her head, kind of looks like she's a pharaoh.
I have a healthy obsession with a bit weird.
He wasn't supposed to reveal himself yet.
I didn't quite even catch it.
It's like a cross between a butterfly and a flower. It's so funny. Like you get something with the anteater, for example, and then all of a sudden you have an episode that people are enthralled with ants. I know that's not exactly what happened, but and then you get this one about flowers, and then all of a sudden everyone's enthralled with flowers, and you get something where it's maybe about dogs, and everybody's got a pet dog or something like.
or the cactus guy, and
Yeah,
then everyone's head over heels with cactuses,
cacti.
whichever.
But then again, I guess it makes sense because if you're a guy who turned into a cactus, you'd want to try to like blend in for a while and kind of get things set up where you're not going to initially get caught
Yeah.
till the time is ready.
How much you want to bet that maybe one of these is going to be someone just completely made out of sand, and then they just blend right in with the beach or something?
Well, we got close to that with the mole dude last week.
Yeah.
This is creepy right here. Like, reminds me of like a weird witch gal from Starman.
Yeah. Or like I don't know, the Manster or something of the sort.
Oh gosh, yeah. As much as I love that movie, I have to admit that like the um, second half of that movie is quite dull, which it really shouldn't be because that's when he becomes fully Manster.
Mm-hmm.
But it is so dull because it becomes this boring chase without any stellar music and just poorly thought out
Yeah.
action sequences that really aren't action until about the final few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you watching this on your laptop? Oh, that's right. Yeah, because that's what you got your DVD player.
Oh, not laptop, desktop.
Well, I mean, more or less, you're watching it through a computer.
Yep.
I do
I'm
like
giving you
this
the
too.
double deuce.
This is really cool, Sue. I mean, you can't. It's not cheap. Where some of them would try to be like, okay, we'll do tentacles, but the tentacles are made out of construction paper. Like this
Yeah.
looks fairly legitimate, and if it is cheap, I can't tell.
Well, it's like some of the other suits in the past, like the last few so episodes.
And I apologize about the texting. It's our shopper.
Yeah, you better. Boy, they're in their drug house there, making all different kinds of drugs.
It's called an apothecary.
Whatever you say. Yeah. Yeah, you better not drop this like you did last time.
Apothecary, Jason, apothecary. Don't be an ignorant boob.
Whatever. Quick copy of me.
To be totally honest, I am disliking this Colonel or General Zal. I'm
It's just
getting
like-
nothing.
I think it's like that one gal from earlier in the series where it felt like after a while she really had no purpose whatsoever.
I totally don't even know what you're talking about because obviously they made no impression on me.
Well, and that's the problem right there.
And again, like you said last week, we haven't heard anything from the Shocker General, which we kind of
Well, we
suspected that maybe the voice actor was on vacation or something.
we sort of did from here and there. It's just that he had a minimal role, like this guy right now.
I spoke too soon.
It's just that he's kind of has been put in the back seat a little bit.
Which is a shame because even though he's a disembodied voice, I thought he held more gravitas because he at least, was kind of violent and threatening in his rhetoric. This guy is a stereotypical villain dressed in some military uniform with an eye patch. It's like, yawn. This is so dull. I really don't care about this Zal character. I wish he was gone.
Probably will soon. We'll have to find out.
I hope you're right. In fact, I'm gonna do research. Is it Colonel Zal or General Zal?
General.
Well, here it says Colonel Jason.
Well, according to the subtitles, it says General.
Then they didn't do their homework well.
Yeah, whoever written that needs to go back to school.
I just want to know how many episodes this do we have to. Oh my gosh, he's at least with us through episode 39. Okay. Yeah.
At least. Go ahead.
At the end of episode 39 is when we're done with him.
Oh, good. That'll be next podcast episode. And Nah. For a little bit until they stumble upon a bar, then they're just gonna vacate the mission. It's a little too rough.
The funny thing is for recent years, that occasionally pops up in my head and it stays there for days on end. Then it'll disappear. And then it's only been in like the last couple of weeks you brought it up and it's like, oh my gosh, we're on the same wavelength. It's taken a couple of years for it to reach you. And like now we're on the same wavelength.
You like my snake?
There
I just
seems
want
supposed to
a
be
hug.
poison, but I thought he was like sucking the protein out of people, or does he have some sort of poison weapon?
I have no clue. He just does whatever he pleases.
I don't know
Take
what it
that,
is.
Taki.
I don't know what it is, but when I see good guys getting like held down like that and just getting like bombarded in the abdominal area, I don't know what it is, but I find that funny.
Maybe you're just sick in the head.
I probably am.
Not probably. You are.
Yeah, okay. You got me,
Yep. I knew it.
you jerk.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I understand that, again, it's a cheap TV series and all that, but it's almost as if they aren't trying anymore.
It's like we're getting too many episodes than your regular Japanese TV shows. We're starting to wear out a little bit here.
And just right there, I don't know if you saw it, but the actors clearly for like half a second to a second weren't moving until they knew the camera was fully on them. Then they went into action.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the old cut of Godzilla versus Megalon at the end, where the actors stood still for like 2 seconds before running.
Well, it's like Hayato there when he was getting choked by the little whip there. That it's like he was just very slowly turning around to his right until a certain time to punch the flower dude in the stomach there.
It makes you wonder, like, if maybe earlier on they would do some sort of rehearsal, and then they got to this point and they're saying, no, we don't have time for that anymore. And they just are going by what the words on the script say.
I think it would be better that they're just, going with it, going with the flow. Hey,
It
your
could
favorite
be.
scene.
Oh, man.
Oh man, that was a couple feet and with nothing there.
If they were getting ready to throw in the towel on the series, that's not good because there's like, what, 55 more of these?
Oh, it's 98 episodes in total.
Oh, I know. It's just rough math, but
more or less. Yeah, 58. About 58. You know what they're going to do with them.
I didn't even see that because once again, my shopper is texting me here.
Talking about kidnapping women and all that stuff.
What the?
Make those drugs pronto.
I just hope
Nice
I made
water
the right
sound
decision
effect.
there. My grocery store must have gotten a huge rush on customers coming in because they my shopper keeps texting me with about every other item. The store does not have this. What about this?
And see, that's why I just like going in person for groceries.
Well, we used to, but we do this whole thing where you get a shopper from the store, and then we would go in to the special area where you park your car. Then you let them know you're there, and then they bring the groceries out to you. But for whatever reason, their website hasn't been working well on our end. so we're doing the delivery and all that. So trying to do it in person got to be real pain in the butt because the only time we could really do it together would be Friday nights, and that's kind of the start of the rush for the weekend. And it's just mad. Like it doesn't matter what time of the year it is, it's always mad, and I get claustrophobic in crowds, and there are just times where I'm just about ready to scream, "Get me out of here!" I mean, at least we know when this character is not going to be around anymore, but the fact that we have to endure him for about another 6 episodes is just, ugh. That's 6 too many.
Yeah, I think at this point they're probably like, let's get this dude out of here. He's doing diddly squat.
I mean, I could have told you that from the very first episode. I thought maybe he was going to hang around for no more than maybe 2 or 3.
It's like he's
And then
too.
they were going to
It's
call
like,
it good.
it's like he's too overpowering the shocker leader here.
Yeah, but he's just not interesting, and he's very stereotypical because, again, he's in this military style outfit with an eye patch. Because now you know he's a bad guy because he's got an eye patch. It's just
I mean,
it's
he
just
was all right in the first episode where he kind of disguised himself with that disguising cream.
Did they just oh my gosh, they just stabbed him. There's blood.
Maybe they actually stabbed him.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine that? Oh man. Oh. Like, we need another actor to play Kamen Rider.
Hopefully, third time's a charm.
Now everyone check the knives on the set. Make sure they're rubber.
Or any kind of weapon.
Oh man. You see the wrinkles were drawn on the face?
Yeah. Well, and if you saw around the mouth of that old gal, they made it look like she had like a mustache.
I almost think I didn't quite catch it, but it almost seemed like she did have wrinkles. But what they did is to accentuate them. They drew in them to make them stand out.
Well, I know I've seen that sort of type of makeup in some of the other tokusatsu shows around this time. So
it must be something with tokusatsu because that's
not
the
much
first time
new.
I've seen that. Oh, that's right. They're going to do a crucifixion here.
Or so they think.
Yes, he got another text from the shopper. They don't have the iron out stain remover. I'm not surprised. That one's always hard to get.
And that's also another thing is like if one place doesn't have it, you always check out another place to see if they have it.
Well, I couldn't find that. There was at one point, I think it was maybe last year, I couldn't find it anywhere in the area. So I had to go online to Blaine's Farm and Fleet and order it.
Jeez.
I'm like, really? Iron out. The powdered rust stain remover is in high demand. Are you kidding me?
Well, maybe other people have things to do with it. Come on, Kamen Rider, kick their ass. I like how the motorcycle just appears out of nowhere when he transforms. Yeah, just walk through the pile of wood that's still on fire.
The interesting thing is, while some of the hand-to-hand combat doesn't look the best, the weapons fight,
It's pretty
those
good.
always seem to look better,
Yeah.
interestingly enough. Maybe because you're always fighting with some sort of distance in between yourselves, and so I don't know. See, like right there, that kick was not good.
Yeah. Well, and then that fist right there to the face, it looked like it almost hit him there. It's like you have to be
A
at
couple
a
good hits
certain.
here, except for
Oh,
that one.
yeah. But it's like you have to be at a certain angle with the camera to make it look believable. And sometimes they don't quite get it right. That's a nasty way to die. Is burned alive. Who's she marrying? I don't even think we know who she's gonna ever marry. Yeah, I'm sure you are, kid.
Maybe there was something written and they had to take it out for time constraints.
Well, time for a drink with the boys.
It makes you wonder if cars exist in this universe.
We see them,
You
but
hardly
not a
see
whole
'em.
lot.
Like, basically everybody rides a motorcycle.
An armadillo.
Steel
this
monster.
time.
That's funny. That suit looks really good, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That looks
Well,
really good.
that's it of episode 32.
Whoops, my screensaver came on. All right, you want to go first?
I'll let you go ahead first this time around.
Oh, well, then I wasn't expecting that. Hold on.
Well, that's why you asked me.
Well, I just assumed it's like what we done. This particular episode was interesting in that it brought sort of an insect plant hybrid into the mix. I really liked the suit of the poison dalian or the
Toxic.
doku dalian, whatever name that they're going to pick for this thing. And it had unique. Oh shoot. Okay, the other one was starting. It had some unique abilities where it was sort of a bloodsucker, but they called it poison. I don't think it really used the poison all that often. So I don't know. Nevertheless, it was mildly interesting. The suit, I think, was more fun than much of the episode. The final fight was okay. I mean, it's sort of on par for what we've seen throughout much of the series thus far. With all that being said, if I had to give it a letter grade, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it reaches sort of in the middle C plus territory.
Mhm. Yeah, I would agree with you as far as the toxic Dalian, according to my subtitles here. It's probably, I would say, the highlight of the episode. And as far as the General Zoll thing, yeah, I think he sort of ran out his welcome, I would say, at least some episodes ago. But I'm at least glad that his last appearance, according to what you said, is going to be episode 39, at least. So, can't wait to see when that time comes. But that's not.
I
gonna
know
be
how he
in a
dies,
week.
by the way, because the article I
damn it.
read gave it away.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. Interesting. Oh shoot. The henchmen for episode 32. Episode overall, it can be a hit and a miss at times. I would say it's a bit average. And then you get the fights with the minions and all that stuff. It's kind of it's there. Pretty much every episode.
It's an episode.
Yeah, in every episode. Yeah, as far as episode 32, I would give it around a C+.
All right. So we're in agreement. All right. Mine, like, it was about 1 second in. I didn't know if it was actually going to start or not, but it did. All right. So you ready?
Nah, yeah, tier. Let me get at the 0 mark. There we go.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Episode 33. Oops, I need to unmute this. I'm like, where's the sound?
Yeah. Like, am I starting to go deaf?
more like, oh no, this disc is going bad too. I just tested it out last week. It worked fine.
What the hell is wrong? Surprised you're not doing your thing there.
I'm stuffed up enough that I'm sure it's going to sound wonky, so I'm not going to bother. Unless you want to do that job for me.
Nope, I'm good.
I'll do it once. Kamen liar. Kamen liar. Liar. Liar.
Even though he's a cyborg, he acts more like a human than a cyborg. So my picture just sort of zoomed out and slowly zooming back in again. I don't know what the deal is.
Again, how is it that, we got our sets from the same dude and yet some of the episodes are so different? I've never understood that.
Or like, seems like they'll just make everything for one disc and then completely delete everything they've done and then had to redo it again.
I need a challenge. Let me go hunt these 98 episodes down again and then burn them on a disc and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's like the colorful stone tile you see in some homes. I like that.
The mosaics.
Yeah.
Mosaic tiles.
I like
Screwball bullet.
I hope they scouted off the terrain there before he started rolling.
Yeah. Like just ramming his head into a tree trunk.
Now, if they increase the budget at all, it definitely has shown, at least with the suits lately.
Yeah.
Because the suits have been pretty good as of recent. Screwball shot.
Mine says screwball bullet here.
Oh, boy. Well, yeah, maybe it's a bullet because they just blew up.
Yep.
Oh, boy, that was a big one there. Wait a minute.
My test
if he
run.
blows stuff up, is he blowing stuff up? Because if he is, how is he still standing?
Okay. Time out.
These shocker cyborgs, so far, all the ones that we've seen since Colonel Zal has been in could easily overpower him and take over Shocker. Why haven't they done that?
Just because reasons.
What?
Oh, no,
some of those explosions were huge. How did he survive that?
He's Superman.
Watch, he is some sort of secret hero.
Yeah.
Maybe we get a crossover with Ultraman.
He's actually the third Kamen Rider.
Yeah. They're just testing him out.
Yeah.
It's like when the second guy goes, we need to make sure that you're able to withstand the punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it obvious? It's a karate robe.
Yeah, even though one kid's wearing the appropriate clothes while the rest of them don't.
The other one looks severely underdressed.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
They didn't have
Yeah.
enough budget to rent more karate suits or uniforms.
And they probably had to put that kid in because they probably signed him to a contract before they realized they were short on robes. And they're like, well, we're contractually obligated to put you in, otherwise they're going to sue us.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a way to hide. You put your chakra emblem on your window.
Yeah.
Man, these guys are not smart. They try to be inconspicuous.
Boy, what's your problem with that guy?
He survived. That was his problem. Yeah, let's go ahead and make it very easy to figure out who we are.
Yeah.
We're gonna use a knife with the eagle head on it.
And then you got a woman using bow and arrows. Okay, Goro, you can stop enticing her with those. I don't know why she didn't realize that one kid just gone away and just sat down on the curb there.
Maybe she didn't, just didn't care.
You only
Did he just take his sandal off?
Yeah.
What the?
What's with the twang instrument with the music?
Remember, we heard this in Godzilla vs. Megalon, just as Godzilla was showing up and Megalon and Gigan were beating up Jet Jaguar.
But this ain't Godzilla vs. Megalon. It's Kamen
Oh,
Rider.
so we're going to discriminate now, are we? It's okay for Godzilla, but not for Kamen Rider, huh?
I ain't doing that shit, okay?
Showing favoritism. Breaking news unfolding now. Well, yeah, isn't there breaking news every second news cycle? Jeez Louise, of course there's always something happening. You got 8 billion people living on this planet. Something's always happening.
Why are they throwing my medallions away? You're gonna fight him with this.
Wait a minute,
Arrow stick?
she's not actually going to shoot it? What's the point of having arrows if you're going to use them in hand-to-hand combat?
Who knows? That was just like how the dummy of hers was flying through the air there before he caught her.
I find it funny anytime that they use dummies in any of these shows because
Yeah.
it's so obvious that they're
Like-
using dummies.
It was like several episodes ago where a kid fell off a cliff and they showed a dummy thing of his going down the cliff. It was so hilarious. Screwball bullet.
Yeah, see, again, it said shot on my end. See, like he somehow is partially exploding. Like, are some of his scales like coming off of him and explode? Is that how that works?
Or maybe one of those purple hairs ignites.
You know, I mean, this show is pretty fun in its own ridiculous way. But for the last couple weeks, I'm watching this stuff, and part of me's like, I miss the original Ultraman series.
Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, now she gets her bow and uses it.
Excuse me.
Like shot the side of his head there with an arrow. I bet that cliff's just only 3 feet high.
Oh my gosh. Like the spot where the actor's supposed to see his eyes through the Kamen Rider helmet, like they took the visors off or something. You could easily see his eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's like on the original Kamen Rider costume there for the first dude that they hit it a bit more compared to this one. They didn't make it so obvious. They used a dummy for Kamen Riders like he was pretty much all curled up in a ball.
That was a weird place to put the commercial.
For whatever reason, I didn't get the fax thing. It's like I haven't gotten them the past couple episodes.
How does that make you feel?
Very sad.
Okay. Just checking.
Boy, your phone really made the earthquake there. Yeah, how many times have you said this? It's going to be said throughout the entire series. I don't know how that we can withstand the weight of that medallion there. That's gonna be...
Jeez.
You think that's going to stick on someone? I thought for a second it like stuck on someone's leg.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Can surely imagine it.
So here's the thing, this taco guy or whatever his name is, like, isn't that his name?
Taki.
He's able to join Kamen Rider a little bit more in recent episodes and is holding his own. Then what's the point of a cyborg man with special abilities? Like, what's the point of having him around?
Well,
If just this normal dude can hang out with the shocker dudes and take care of him on his own when he's just wearing a leather jacket and boots. I mean,
at least he can handle the minions, but as far as the henchmen, like we saw earlier when he was trying to battle the armadillo guy, that like he didn't like hurt him one bit or anything.
I guess that's true. We need the guy on steroids around to take care of that one. See, they're good for something.
You know that the whole cell is made out of wood, you know.
Probably.
Nice trap. Okay, Journal Zol.
Anabolics, I believe, is what steroids are more specifically called.
All right, Michael. Thank you. She's a kid. You know, when you're a kid, you don't think about that sort of thing.
Nope. And you write that on a postcard from Shocker? Come on.
Why didn't they just barge in and take him out?
Yeah.
Like that scene from Masters of the Universe when they went in and got Kevin. Put the truth collar on him. Where's He-Man? See, the problem with a lot of shows, it's not just tokusatsu, it's even with a lot of American shows. And granted, again, I understand this is a kid's show, but the villains always play with their food. Like, there's always ample opportunities to take out the good guys, but they're always like, oh, ho-hum, we're just going to have you, you know, on this long march in a very cheap rope that you can easily cut out of or slink out of. And oops, now we're defeated.
And that's why villains need to learn their lesson.
Why, yes, Mr. Bond. We villains are a really weird bunch.
Isn't that
I see Kamen Rider Part 10 here. I wonder how many parts this will end up being.
Isn't that the same waterfall or dam from one of the episodes that we've
Oh,
done
I'm sure
a
it
couple or
is.
so weeks ago?
I'm sure it is.
Because it looks fairly familiar.
It'd be funny if he didn't make it and fell in the stream.
Well, and then that one minion there who's trying to take the one kid over the bridge there, like, it would be one thing that he accidentally lets go of the kid there, goes in the waterfall.
I'm getting annoyed with this Taki, though, too. Again, it's just... I don't know. I mean, having more heroes should be a good thing, because maybe it makes it a little bit more believable. Kamen Rider has the time to go after the bigger
But then
Shocker dude, but
I would
know.
say at the same time, it's like it sort of reduces the visibility of the main character when you have more people involved.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like, it just makes it feel like the stakes aren't quite as high as you think.
Yeah, and like I was saying too, the fact he's able to take, and again, I understand these henchmen are just bumbling doofuses, but the fact still that he's not, it's not like the Power Rangers where you have a group of 5 or so characters that are brightly dressed with certain weapons and abilities. Like if he was a Kamen Rider himself or had a special weapon or whatever, it maybe would make it more interesting and viable to have him around. But otherwise it's like, why is it always the rider kick?
And then he explodes when touching water.
No, it's the rider kick that did it, and he just happened to fall into the water. He's got like the rider punch and like 1 or 2 other rider abilities, but it's usually the rider kick that he goes to.
I think after a while, some of his circuits must have fried up, and that's the only move that he can think of.
Yeah, he tries to do the rider punch, but his circuitry's off to where his arm can't like move forward and do it.
Yeah.
Like he gets his arm in the position, but he can't actually move it forward to execute it.
You can definitely see right there that he wasn't actually riding a bike.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Candy Monster.
Totaler? It's called Totaler on my end.
I didn't quite catch it. Oh, Togila.
See, on my end, it's Toad, Iller, Totaler.
Mine's Gilla. All right. So that is it. Was it episode
33.
33?
Would you want to go first this time?
Oh, I suppose I could. Again with the main the main henchman for this episode, with the armadillo. Yeah, the design of it is pretty good. For what is kind of making it that mosaic tile looking thing. But then with with the story and everything, it just felt like it was sort of all over the place with this one. It's like you don't even know what you're looking at, or what's the thing that you're trying to follow. You may maybe see things here and there, but it just felt like it was just all over the place story wise there. But yeah, you get your usual minion fights, and then your henchman fight, and then you get Kamen Rider doing the rider kick, pretty much kicking the crap out of almost everyone, just killing them that way and letting them explode as soon as they touch the water here. So yeah, it's episode 33 is nothing too special, so I'll probably give it a C minus.
Yeah, I think, I've noticed when we've been doing these, even before we started doing the live commentaries of them, it seems like every batch that we cover, whether it's 3 episodes or 5, usually it's like decent episodes or great episodes or bad episodes. It very rarely will fluctuate inside of that number of episodes we're covering. And I think we're destined to have
A
sort
little bit
of
of a funk.
episodes here.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we got 2 more left here, so maybe that'll change here. Maybe we'll get 2 great episodes, but then that equals out to just being okay. But yeah, I mean, once again, another great villain suit. It looks like we're gonna get another one coming up here, and the story, I kind of checked out partially a little bit with it. I'm a little tired of Taki hanging around. If they want Taki to
As
stick
well as
around, I
General
would.
Soul.
Yeah, Taki, I'm getting a little bit more annoyed with just because we've seen him, I think, a little bit more in recent episodes. Um, if they want to keep him around, I would suggest either making him a Kamen Rider or giving him some type of weapons or like combats, doing something to at least make him seem like he's a halfway competent hero, someone that is dangerous instead of everybody wants kung fu fighting type.
Yeah.
Because look, we understand that henchmen are going to be wimpy doofuses. We get that. That's a part of a show like this. But still, it takes away from some of the threatening aspects of Shocker, where it's like, okay, you have these guys that are dressed in these luchadora type of outfits. They're supposed to be dangerous. Like, really, they should be able to take out every man. But when you get someone like Taki who's only doing halfway decent karate and is able to take them out, that doesn't help. And and again, I understand it's a kid's show, but I'm not liking it as far as how they're dealing with Taki there. Otherwise, it's fine. Nothing special. If the suit on Armadillon were worse, I probably would give this a slightly lower score. I'm just going to give it a C. It's fine.
Yeah. So
all right.
So with that, I know. Do you want to do a 5-minute intermission or just keep on trucking through it?
Let's truck through it, and then maybe after this one, do a 5-minute intermission.
Okay. Yeah, because I know episode 34 is the final episode on this disc for me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's maybe do it after this one.
Okay. Let me get to the 0 mark here of this episode. Come on. Don't do the wheel of death here.
Wheel of Death. Sounds like a Shocker move.
Oh boy.
Wheel
Looks
of
like it froze up on me. I got it.
Man.
It's a good thing it's not in the middle of the episode here.
I guess, yeah, it could have been worse.
Okay, force quit. That's Okay, there we go. Let me grab. There we go. DVD player. Yeah, because with the previous podcast episode, where it's like it was just so screwy that it did it right in the middle of the one of the episodes there. Okay, let's go here. What the heck? Why did I get it? Fully exit out of there? Okay, let me just eject the disk here and then redo it. Disk Kamen Rider wasn't ejected because one or more programs may be using it. What the heck?
I told you every episode it's something. Oh my gosh, when will this end?
Okay, what the heck is going on here? Yeah, it's ejected, but now my thing's not doing it here. Okay, give me one moment here.
It's always something, it seems like. Every episode. I don't think we haven't had an episode in quite some time that didn't have, I don't know, maybe Jason didn't have a problem with the year-end episode, perhaps, but it's always something. I don't know what it is. It's always software or hardware, one or the other. What a pain. What a pain. I might as well surf the internet, I guess, a little bit. So what's everybody doing? Anybody out there watching the conference championship games here in a short bit? I'm rooting for the Lions for sure in the NFC championship game. The AFC, I really don't care, I guess. But regardless, I'm rooting for the NFC champion in the Super Bowl. So we'll see here. If you're trying to say if I can hear you, I can't. For those that are on the audio, Jason's having issues. Now his mic's not working. I think, too, he and I have been talking. I think we're going to quit doing live episodes moving forward. I think we're going to go back to doing pre-recorded stuff that we started doing odd number of years ago. If you're trying to talk again, no, I can't hear you. But yeah, I think we're going to do that just because with some of the issues we've been dealing with here, you know, the live shows, unfortunately, once that goes out, we can't fix it.
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yes. So
for whatever reason, the audio input is just different. There was like two different versions of the microphone. I don't know what the heck.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
All right. So are we ready now, or?
Yeah, let me just minimize this player. I don't know why it always maximizes or does a full screen of the video whenever I insert a disc. So, okay, let me get to episode 34 here. Okay, don't do this to me again.
Did it?
Are you friggin'
Did it do it
kidding
again?
me? It froze up. Holy shit.
Do you want to just do the 5-minute break now?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sorry about this, folks. I don't know what the heck is going on
Well,
here.
we've waited long enough to where the point the coffee's starting to go through me. So
Yeah, so we'll be right back here, folks. Are you ready, Kent?
yes.
Okay, let me get this thing off here. Okay, so
I
don't
see
know what-
you did the thing on on
yeah, I
local.
accidentally did.
Way to go.
But I don't know what the deal is whenever I try to click on episode 34 on that disc, it just immediately freezes things up. And for whatever reason, too, it thinks it's part of my podcast mixer thing. So all I did is just completely shut down the DVD program and unhook it from my thing. Now I just got the episode on here on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I'm just not gonna deal with it right now.
Okay. All right. So you doing it online?
Yeah, I'm doing
All
it
right.
online. That's what YouTube is.
All right, well, just double checking. All right. All right, you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, we need to be doing pre-recorded shows.
Yeah,
Because
once we switch over to the brand, the Go Kaiju Show branding, we'll do the pre-recorded stuff from now on.
can we speed that up?
That'll be until April, because I gotta do other things in the back end, get things ready for that.
Yeah.
I like how the miniature version of Kamen Rider there, when he jumps over from building to building, that he just sort of floats in middle of the air there for a
Yeah.
moment and then speeds up.
The guys handling the model are like, shoot, my arm can't extend that far. Here, you take it.
Yeah.
You know, that scene, and I don't know why. Well, I think I kind of know a little bit as to why I think it, but it always reminds me of those old Rankin Bass stop
Yeah.
motion short, or not shorts, but films.
Yeah. Because I know you.
You're doing a pretty poor job of like
Disguising
keeping your
yourself.
identity a
Yeah.
secret. It's like a bumbling Bruce Wayne. Maybe that's what we should start calling him. Instead of Hayato, just call him Bumbling Bruce.
I run Project Kamen Rider. I'm
I
the
may
one
have
that fully
a
funded it.
special guest that may have something about that.
Uh-oh. You know how these plans end up, General Zoll? They turn to garbage.
It's garbage day.
Time to take out the garbage.
This guy almost looks like he could have come out of the Star Wars.
That's what I was just thinking too, like General Akbar, like his relative or something.
Bumbling Bruce. I think I like it. He does a terrible job of concealing his identity. I mean, he's not even trying. Welcome to the world of mediocre superheroes, Bumbling Bruce.
Yeah. Alfred would know.
You get him, Mr. Candy Toad.
He does look like he's made out of gumballs.
Yeah. like all the acne on his face there, it looks like he gives
It's
him that
not
candy
acne.
pipe.
It's like the little natural toad skin or warts. What
I
in the
know, but
world?
it just
What is
looks
he-
like acne on his face.
What? He made them act weird before they die? Is that what happened there?
Yeah, deadly laughing gas. You didn't know that?
No. I was too concerned with what Alfred was saying.
I'm sure you are. Yeah.
And then he starts going E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had a dog. E-I-E-I-O. Go ahead, touch this fence. Ah, I got a good laugh. Oh my gosh. Airtight, you could probably jump over that. You're like a cyborg, dude. What the heck?
Or like just go around the fence the way it looked like there. It's like, how you can't penetrate our instant. Oh, you can. You gotta learn your strengths.
This guy's pathetic. It's like his brains are made out of cheese balls.
Oh, come on. It's just a little frog. He just wants to be friends with you. One mouthful of ice cream.
He don't want what you have. And a toad. You're really scared of that.
You know, the way that Taki
These
said
gals
that.
are something else. They should be fired for being so ridiculous and nonsensical.
What were you saying?
I was saying the way that Taki was sitting there, it looked like he was grabbing his crotch.
Split Japan in two. Well, technically, Japan is made of numerous islands, so it's split into multiple pieces already.
You know that
I
guy.
think if he wants to be more specific, what's the mainland island called? I forget the name.
Honshu or Honsho.
Because I know Hokkaido's the big one up in the north.
Let's see here.
Here we go with Taki.
Yeah, Honshu. Honshu's the main
Yeah, he should
one.
have been more specific and said Honshu.
And then it's Shikoku, and then you got Kyushu. And then,
Those are in
of
the
course,
south?
Okinawa. Yeah. Shikoku is kind of the one in between Hiroshima and Osaka there.
No, the stereotypical fall. Oh my gosh.
Bumbling fools.
How far into the forest are they? Because I highly doubt his bike got through all of that.
Like right on the edge of the park there.
Oh, of course it did. I need my bike. Let's go. Hey, look, Bumbling Bruce is letting up more people know who he is.
He's sort of done that from the very get-go.
But it seems like he's more, reckless with it lately.
I think at first with the first guy, he tried to hide it more. It's kind of like a hidden identity, but as soon as episodes have gone on, and then when that guy kind of had that accident, he had this guy come in. I think he's kind of had it more like just out in the open there.
So what you're saying, it's the actor's fault.
Yep.
He probably went to the scriptwriter and said, "Nah, I don't want to work that hard.
Screw this, is way too complicated."
Once again, we got another shocker champion on our hands.
Every shocker henchman is going to have a championship belt.
I know why they don't, but I just want to throw out there, it would be great. Like, they could have made a whole line of super hero action figures, not just from all the different villains, but if they had the budget, they could have had shocker vehicles and all that stuff, like Chameleon Cranium Basher, or
I like how
totally killer seat or something. I don't know.
This is quite the boat from Shocker.
This wouldn't have even survived the Civil War.
It did look like a Civil War era submarine.
Yeah, the ones actually built during the Civil War were much better than this. The Mary Mac and the Monitor. Santa's here.
Someone pulled the fire alarm.
Yeah, you're right. It does sound like a fire alarm. Once again, Shocker does a terrible job of hiding their hideout, and the security around it is just pitiful.
Very piss poor. I mean, you would think that they would have some kind of security code or like key fobs or what have you.
What in the world is that?
I was thinking like it could be a statue that butterfly flower from a couple episodes ago. Because it has that color.
I thought maybe it was like another Shocker henchman. I'm like, I don't remember seeing that one. So-
Yeah, he's hiding very well.
well, it's a she.
Whichever it is.
It was pretty obvious what gender it was. That was an interesting shot there.
That's quite the helmet.
This is my old Kool-Aid jug.
Boy, that's quite the Kool-Aid jug.
It was the Slimer edition. Even though it's high C, I made it out of Kool-Aid.
And once I ran out of stock on that, I just used that as my Kansas City Ice liquor mixer.
And then after that, I used it for Bud Light Lime. And then after that, I went to lime juice. And then after that, I used it for lime Jello during the summers. And then after that, I used it for Jello shots.
Okay,
during
I
my
think we
house
get it
parties.
already.
And then after that, I will say, I mean, we're giving the show crap a little bit, and we understand that. Yes, part of it
We
is
do
due
that
to,
once in a while.
well, yeah, and you know, part of it is due to budget constraints. Part of it is due to tight shooting schedules as well. But this still, in many respects, is, you know, head and shoulders above Spectre Man.
I knew you were going to say that.
And as far as I'm concerned, it's more entertaining than Ultra 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here, and I understand that Ultra 7 last year had a 55th anniversary, so it's still relevant in the minds of a lot of Kaiju fans, but I still don't get why people are in love with that. I don't get it. It's technically, you know, from a aesthetic standpoint, a good looking show,
Mm-hmm.
but man, the writing and stuff, what a stinker.
Well, and some of the performances here and there.
Yeah. I would rather have a show like this where the production is more subpar and the writing is still meh, but at the same time, through the writing, they're trying to create something entertaining, and it's sometimes so bad it's good.
Yeah.
Like this Kool-Aid jug here. See clearly now, the picture's gone.
Remember who you are.
Timba, I mean Simba.
Jimmy.
I guess he has statues. Like you look over his shoulder, he's got some. Oh dear, those people are
The way
open.
that this the way that this professor is dressed and the way he looks like the alien leader from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla.
It makes you wonder if there's a through line from this to Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Well, it's sort of around that time, but this
Couple
obviously
years
this-
earlier.
Yeah. Maybe Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, like they were inspired by the looks of this guy. It's like, let's make him as the lead alien from the third planet from the black hole. Oh no, he's getting the deadly laughing gas.
But he ain't laughing.
I don't know why. He should have laughed.
This guy's laughing. Totaler. I'll call him Totaler because that's what my thing says.
Well, I've got the same video as you do, so that's what mine says.
The music is a little wacky.
But yeah, speaking of which, I'm gonna have to check see if it's that certain disc where you try to click on that, if it freezes up the player or what have you. because it
Here
did
we
it
got a bad
almost every
episode.
time. You can definitely tell that they did that backwards.
Oh yeah, but I'm still giving them points. That's one of the cooler things they've done.
You know, funny they try to land that, but then just land hard and just bust like the wheels and everything in the bottom part.
And then this guy doing Colonel Zoll comes out, and he's got like he's accidentally like chewing broken glass, and
Wait, this is not Zola? It looks like
they said it's
Zola.
not Zoll. Looks like
Yeah, it looks like the dude.
oh no, eye patch. I see.
Oh,
I bet it's the
yeah,
same.
it is.
actor, though.
No, it looks like a different guy because the other guy, he has a fuller mustache compared to this dude.
Maybe he shaved it.
Yeah, let's just shave it a little just to act like he's a completely different person. They didn't see him coming from afar. Jeez Louise, they're so blind.
That didn't look as intense as it should have been.
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me, coming through. E.
Ooh, that was pretty quick.
Kamen Rider grabs Totaler and throws him into the propeller. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could have been more blatant about that miss.
Yeah, so obvious.
They weren't even trying with that shot.
Trying to do the whole Mission Impossible scene right here.
Dun, 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 dun. Of course. It's like he ran.
And then it just all explodes.
I don't think that was supposed to happen that way. And they're like, "Oh, we can't do it again." That's a wrap.
It's a one and done sort of thing.
Oh man. Oh, that was great. Oh man. He just Ryder jump and he uses his head to break it. And it looked like he missed big time. Oh, that's one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. Oh, that is funny. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'll forget that. Oh, that was spectacular.
Just
Woo.
call it Ryder headbutt instead of jump.
More like Ryder whoopsie. Oh my gosh, that was terrific.
Let's see what we got for the next episode here.
Oh yeah, like an ant or something. You think?
Couldn't quite see there.
Killer Queen Ant Antimedes instead of
Killer
Archimedes.
Queen Ant. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Archimedes or something.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Archimedes. Okay, I gotta go first. I
Yes,
gotta
do.
go first here. A plus, okay. I'm serious. If it weren't for that shot at the end where it's a rider jump and his helmet goes through the plane's wing, breaks it, and then Michael Bay style it blows up. Oh, this episode otherwise, I think it would have been like C plus at best. That was amazing. I love that. You gave me a hardcore laugh. You deserve an A plus. That is amazing. I mean, otherwise, yeah. I mean, it's just, yep, A plus. That was a whoopsie, and I think they knew it, but A plus.
Maybe it is, maybe it wasn't. We may never know.
No,
But yeah, with Toller here again, another great costume for this episode's henchman there, and then we get another kind of colonel or general here. I don't even think we've ever seen. Well, maybe we saw General Zoll earlier in the episode, but I don't think we ever get to see him throughout the remainder of the episode here. Yeah, the whole airplane shot there. Out of all tokusatsu shows that we've seen so far, we haven't seen anything as ridiculous as that. There, so yeah, I think that sort of overtakes anything when it comes to the story and all that. Yeah, another, I would say, probably one of the craziest episodes that we've gotten so far in this batch of 4 episodes for this podcast. So I would give this one, I'll give it a B.
oh, oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a crime against humanity for the, the way that ended. Oh man, that's A plus material right there.
I bet.
All right, the last episode, what is it, 35?
Uh, yes, it
Okay,
is.
are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh man, I'm hoping. It'd be great. That can be topped, and I'm hoping it gets topped here.
Well, we'll see. Excuse me. Whoa there. Why did that go off? Liar.
Liar.
What the
You're a
heck?
big liar.
Why does that keep going off?
What does?
The little screenshot there. It's like it's turning off by itself.
Do we need another 5-minute intermission?
No. We're at the final episode here. Doggone it. Seriously, knock that off. What the hell is going on here?
Well, when we quit doing live shows, we don't need to worry about that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably going to see some of our ugly faces from now on.
Yeah.
See?
Or wait a minute, will we still have to have that thing up even when we do commentaries, even for pre-recorded shows?
It kind of depends.
That one, that one hatches out of an egg, but none of the others. When are they gonna stop? I mean, we're 35 episodes in, and they just are like, "All right, this time we got it."
What the heck?
No, you don't.
Seriously, stupid screen. I'm just going to try the following thing, the follow us thing, see if it does anything.
Yeah,
It's like I'm not even touching or having the mouse over it, but for whatever reason, it just wants to close out of it.
When you did the reset earlier, maybe that did something.
Yeah, see?
Oh dear, getting dissolved.
Oh, it looks nasty.
Well, it's like it's spitting blood.
Yeah.
But this blood thing is dissolving people.
Okay, let's just I'm gonna delete that screenshot and then try to insert that back in.
What the? Oh my gosh! It shot a bird.
Let's see.
That bird was pretty alive, thankfully. But see, you're walking next to it. How come it's not shooting at you?
Just because.
Yeah, probably. Why? Just cause.
Now it's giving me take your live stream to the next level. What? I'm already on pro, you dumb thing. What the hell are you smoking here, program?
Her sister got a dog. No, I'm serious.
I just don't know what the hell's going on with this damn screen. If it goes off, I'm just not going to deal with it.
I'm surprised you're still trying to mess with it. I would have given up a long time ago.
Yeah, screw that screenshot. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I can't wait for the next few months that we can finally do the pre-recording. I'm getting tired of this.
I got tired of it a long time ago. Can you imagine how many people we probably have lost because they're like, these guys got some neat graphics, but their crap don't work. Therefore, I'm not gonna follow them.
Well, I mean, the first time when we did live recording, we did that through the Google Hangout.
The Google Hey Now?
Hangout.
I know. It sounded like you said Hey Now. That would be funny if they had a program. Welcome to Google Hey Now.
Yeah, it's like a Google specific show, like on YouTube TV or whatever. How are we going to get through these spider webs? Just use your lighter. I thought for a second like they're going to ram themselves up the ceiling.
That Google show actually sounds stupid. Don't greenlight that show idea.
Michael's pretty opinionated today.
It's Mini Mothra's egg.
Yeah, so like...
I mean, I love this crap, but come on. We have to draw the line somewhere.
Okay.
You know, that green infrared thing, it kind of reminds me from Gamer vs. Barugan, but with a red infrared on the egg.
Yeah, I mean, Maybe they're getting their inspiration from Gamera.
Maybe.
Looks like Jello.
I'm sure of it.
We're getting. What's with the thumbs up?
Yeah, it's the browser program thing. I needed some more eggs in my place, so I'll just grab this. Now we're playing with it like it's a rugby ball.
Yeah, like hot potato.
That program is crap. You should punch it in the face.
He must have had a lot of tea today.
I think we're done with that for the remainder of the show here.
Oh, we're never done with Michael.
Along with Morgan Freeman.
Morgan has yet to show up here.
Because I'm saving that time for some other time. Oh, your leg is fine. It's like, it'd be funny if she accidentally sits on that egg and then he gets totally pissed off at her and just slaps her.
And then they jump and they hit that bridge underneath with their head and that egg's broken. It's like, well, that's the end of the show.
Yep.
I'm going toodaloo yet, Jason. We've just begun, but I'll shut up for now.
Yeah, you better. What the hell is with that laugh? Looks like that entire setting is made out of sand.
Some of these breaks are oddly positioned.
Trying to get you excited.
No, it's more like, huh?
What's going on here? Your favorite scene.
Yeah. Although I actually like this a little bit more, but just because Taki makes me more angry now.
Talking about the Taki chips?
No, the character.
Looks like they're battling in some kind of Navy battleship there. Why don't you just do it yourself?
Because it's too easy.
Just remove your helmet. You can breathe easier that way.
Fire ant? Is that what it's supposed to be?
I don't know. I don't know if they even said it specifically.
Because they just
I saw was just killer ants.
Yeah, because the ones that they showed a little bit ago looked like carpenter ants, but because fire ants are like a reddish orange.
Yeah.
But maybe this Antichimedes, however you're supposed to pronounce it, is maybe supposed to be a fire ant.
Yeah.
And once again, you got a cool portrait in the background there, beautifully painted and put together. Can you imagine being the poor artist who every episode, like probably every couple days, has to like paint over that, where he spends however many hours doing that. And it's like, fine, let's paint.
Yeah.
What is it this week? What is that, Jim? A what? A rooster? Okay. What does it look like? It's got a what? Okay.
Yeah, and just like after a while, you get that layer painting, like the layer of paint getting
Everything
on
starts
that board
gradually
starts to,
bleeding through after a while.
well, that, and then the board starts to become a little bit thicker every time you put a new layer of paint onto
So
it.
then they're fighting in the room, and then like the actor is like trying to prepare himself to like hit the wall, but it comes sooner than expected. He's like, I thought that wall dropped back another 5 inches.
Yeah. I remember it being this far in. You didn't know where you went?
Well, that's Hayato's mistake.
What you guys doing in my shed?
He definitely looks angry. You seem to be okay, though.
It's not like you're having a hard time breathing.
They were trying to break it open a moment ago. What are you talking about? You're putting the Fantastic Four, and I say that sarcastically, in charge here.
Looks like a much different egg compared to the last time that they had it. It's like it's
Now
much.
they're trying to point fingers at who may have farted. See?
It's an egg. It makes farts.
You couldn't open it with a wrench, and you're going to karate chop it and break it.
Well,
Oh,
she tried to karate chop it earlier before they brought it into this room.
well, yeah, but there was one time she had a wrench.
I don't think so. I thought she
thought
just
she did.
tried to karate chop it.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
she's
what you're
thicker than that
smoking.
wall that they paint over many times over. Then
Smelling a little too much of that paint.
Lacy. Huh? What did you say? Yeah, he told you to run if it's those signs of changing.
Yeah.
And they're just like, well, wouldn't you look at that?
I would just say, even if it starts to make the farting noise, then you better run.
Yeah. That's high. I mean, first and foremost, these are your allies. These are your allies.
Mm-hmm.
The Looney Tunes? I mean, come on. Fight them to the end? Oh, for the love of Pete.
Like how fast did they even get in there? It's like there weren't anything until like few shots in. It's like they just magically appeared there. Just dump the whole gas canister out. Yes. See, Tachibana has the wrench.
They keep going back into this room.
I thought they were in that room. For a second there, I thought it said poops instead of pops.
But he's like, pour gasoline on it. It's like, you guys do realize you're in that same room where if you started on fire, like, you're kind of trapped in there.
It's like he poured it all over not only the egg, but the tire, but then he lights it up and it's just only concentrated on the egg. It should have gone all over.
Because the producers, you had that cut there, and the producers came in and are like, nope, nope, you guys will die. So, like, we gotta redo this here.
Yes, let's transform. I like to know when he transforms into the Kamen Rider where that bike is.
None of your businesses. What?
Ant versus beetle.
Well, we had another ant. What was it, like 6, 7 episodes earlier? The one that unceremoniously died in like a sand pit or whatever.
I'm not sure. Was that really
Remember, because you and I were like, why didn't he explode? And we were like, I bet he's not dead, even though it says he's dead.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure if it was exactly an ant. He's going up in smoke.
Like the Wicked Witch.
Oh, geez, that was obvious. Just grabs it like it's nothing.
Like they're tossing a ball. And then another guy comes literally right behind him to try to do the same thing.
If I were a Kamen Rider, if one of those minions were about to stab me with one of their daggers, I'd just put that egg right in front of me and then have them stab it and take responsibility for
Right.
their actions. Well, at least
Problem
she.
solved.
Well, then he just did what I was just doing, but except to have the Queen Ant melt the egg with her phoric acid or
But
formic, whatever you
this
call it.
ant is stupid because why would you even attempt that knowing that even if he just happened to move one way to try to avoid it, that maybe the egg was in the line of fire?
Yeah. I mean, think better next time.
Big dummy. Let me guess, rider kick and dead. I'm waiting for it. Where's the rider kick?
Oh, there's one kick. Oh, is he doing it? Yep. There you go.
See? I mean, not only is it predictable, it's getting old.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna blow up this time.
No, it's just using the formic acid that the ant spewed out in the
But wait a
water.
minute, it's in a pond. I would think that would severely
Oh,
dilute the
now
effectiveness of it.
there's explosions.
We can't leave an episode without some type of explosion.
Yep.
What? Well, duh. They magically disappear because Aunt Comedes died. That's one of the lines of like suspensions of disbelief I cannot cross. I can go with the silly like base explosion after Aunt Comedes dies, but
Yeah.
not like the ants magically disappearing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this looks like a pharaoh of some sort. The
Yeah, it
mummy
is.
monster.
Yeah, it
Egyptus.
is.
Billion yen gemstones. Let me guess.
Egyptus.
Yeah, is he gonna die from rider kick?
Well, I would say so far from what we've seen, every monster has died due to the rider kick.
That's gotten old. That's gotten old. Well, it sounds like Michael has got some final thoughts here. Michael, you're up.
I think there are some good ideas here, but it's still incredibly silly. The Ant Queen has a cool blood liquid ability. That tacky guy has to go, though. He's an annoying prick. They were stupid to fight those ants, too. Otherwise, a solid D. These people behave stupidly near the end.
I think he's a little harsh there, but he made some points there. I mean, I guess he's annoyed with Taki as well. Do you want to follow?
I would say not only Taki, but General Zol as well.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he was good for at least one episode, but then it seems like later on, especially with the 4 episodes here, it seems like he's starting to become a little bit more irrelevant in that matters. Like he'll have
Was irrelevant.
it's like he'll have maybe a few talking points here and there, and then for the remainder of the episode, he's just gone.
Are you
But-
saying he's got a few Taki points?
That's not me, but I would still the killer queen ant. I'm not going to say the full name. The suit for that is still good. It's probably at least the highlight of the episode here. But other than that, well, some of the practical effects were pretty good. But other than that, the story for it, yeah, average at best. Fights, I mean, they're fights, so they're kind of the same. But yeah, I would say not only the Taki and the General Zol thing is starting to get a bit old, but the way that the episode henchman dies is getting pretty old. It's the same formulaic, predictable thing that we've seen in a handful of episodes or so far, where they die or get hit by the rider kick, and then they'll at least explode or melt, what have you. That thing is starting to get pretty old now. So with that in mind, I would give episode 35, I would say a D plus.
Oh wow. The acid that the ant meaties shoots out is formic acid. I don't know too much about ants to verify whether or not that's actually a thing, but regardless, it should have been called formulaic acid because, like you said, everything's become formulaic, and that formulaic acid is starting to corrode at the show a little bit. I agree with you. I think the ant meaties suit is another great suit. I mean, we're having a nice stretch here. We're over the last 1.5, 2 podcasts. The shocker villain suits are looking pretty fantastic.
Mhm.
So no complaints there. High praises. Um, the stories though during this batch were mostly ho hum, nothing
Except for the
overly.
previous episode.
Yeah, well, yeah, only because there was a whoopsie moment that is the greatest I've seen in the show thus far. Um, so that can't be topped, I don't think. I would love for it to be topped, and then that to be topped, and then that to be topped to the point to where I die from laughter. That would be a great way to go.
Oh, geez,
But
no.
um, you know, it was kind of interesting here up until the Fantastic Four bumblers were just. I agree with Michael on this. They were behaving stupidly, and it just they were not being smart at all. I mean, they it's not like they were being halfway smart. They were just being really stupid,
Mhm.
and that harmed the story there towards the end a little bit. And yeah, the writer kick, formulaic acid, mediocre storytelling, formulaic acid, Colonel Zoll, formulaic acid. That all of this is starting to corrode the show a little bit now. Um, I'm giving it a C minus.
Oh,
I'm not
wow.
as harsh on it as you two are, but I still think it's halfway decent. It's obviously not passable. It's barely not passing, but um, yeah, I'm getting a little tired of it at this point. So sorry, Aunt Meaties, you had the misfortune of being in a position in which I'm just kind of tired of the crap now. But
Mhm.
I don't know if you could pull it up now, the graphic, Jason, or like
I'm not gonna deal with it,
we
but,
don't even have the ticker, I see.
yeah, well, when we get towards the end, I turn that off, but, yeah, so, I would just say thanks for listening to us and just kinda seeing some of the mishaps yet again. Hope at least in a few months we'll be going to pre-recording and everything. So stay tuned for that when we transition over to the Go Go Kaiju show. And yeah, so if you see a subscribe button down below or above wherever you're watching us, make sure to hit that as well as smash the like button as well. And you can find Daikaiju Network everywhere in one place at our Linktree URL there, / Go Go Kaiju show. And you can find us at the following video platforms such as YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and X/Twitter. And you can find audio versions of our episodes over at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, as well as Podbean. And you can find both video and audio versions of our episodes right there at our own website at DaikaijuNetwork.com.
And once again, thank you so much for joining us. Join us next week for 4 more fantastic Common Rider episodes.
And hopefully finally see the end of General Zol.
We should. Yeah. Because let's see, 36, 37, 30. It'll be the very final episode we
Oh
cover.
boy. I
Look at
can't
me counting
wait.
my fingers.
Save the best for last.
Hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I hope. So with that, thanks for watching us, and we'll see you guys next Sunday. Take care, everyone.